Okay, we are back. This Gamer of Glory, I have returned, and we are back with Okami HD. We have just finished the sunken ship. And now we're going to exit said sunken ship, because fuck that place. I really don't want to visit that creepy place anymore. Thankfully, we're going to be traveling with the Busty Babe, and I love how they programmed every single bit into the jiggle physics in that. Anyway, it seems like something is, well, following us, as you can tell from those ominous waves. Anyway, you can insert the Jaws music if you want. Tommy's a wolf, not a speedboat. Well, that's what they called him during his childhood years. By the way, I love how they implemented the jiggle physics. Time to go to the bathroom, right? Dun 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 dun. And there's nothing but wide open sea for all around. Nobody's looking. Go ahead, that's what everyone does. Kisun, seriously. You don't understand. The swelling of the waves is a sign that it's coming. Ew. Put it in that context, that sounds really gross. But hey, I'm not one to judge. You see how the breasts are jiggling? That means there's danger in there. Ah, shit. You know, I think Isun's just being entranced by them bouncing up and down. Well, if it is that water dragon, we'll take care of the beast in a jiffy. They'll regret the day it messed with us. Yeah, you probably don't want to deal with something like this. That thing looks freaking menacing. It doesn't even deserve its own painting-like portrait. Now, it's very strange how it went for Rao only. And how the hell is she doing that? Could you teach me how to do that? Well, yeah. Anyway, now comes the more terrifying part of Okami. You have to run away from this thing. Probably the most terrifying experience you probably will ever meet. But you can take your time in the brush, thank God. But this thing will chase after you, and when it does, it's dinner time. Or lunchtime, whatever. So, how you guys doing? I know I'm being so nonchalant about this whole chase sequence, but don't worry, this is the PS3 version. The PS3 version actually nerfs the water dragon a little. So that way it won't chase you at all. If you're playing the Wii version, it actually goes on a little bit more faster, and goddamn. This scared me a lot when I was a kid, because you can already tell I'm a little panicking, because I'm not drawing complete circles around the stupid-ass water to make lily pads. There, solid land at last. As you can no doubt tell from the back right over there if you saw it. Hey, what's with that busty babe? She just took off without us. Her and her two bouncy friends. They kept bouncing when she was swimming. I couldn't stop looking. Anyway, this is pretty interesting. The mallet right over here will start bouncing up and down. So we have to chase it. Kinda. Basically, it works just like a radar. Just like the dog tracker. Just like Chun. Just like the I think it was the Crazy Taxi era or the Jet Set Radio era that we experienced in the beginning of the game. God, that looks cringy as hell. But yeah, we have to follow it, and it looks like it's trying to lead us back into the capital. So let's chase it around. So yeah, by the way, please make sure you get all two, I think it was 2 stray beads inside of the sunken ship, because you really don't want to visit that place ever again. Just saying. Oh, right, but first, let's ignore that for a second. It's not gonna go anywhere. I actually do kind of like this mechanic, as it's like bouncing up and down, acting like a radar. It's kind of cute, actually, the noise that it makes. Okay, so, sorry if I'm sounding very odd. I have a bit of a sore throat right now. And anyway, I also started a new session right here, so if you can no doubt tell from the transition, I have shifted myself into a new session. I think I just repeated myself twice. God damn it. Anyway, going across the bridge. There's Benkei right over there. I just realized there was a torch up there too, actually. Holy crap. Anyway, what the hell is Rao? How did she bounce like that? If you pretty much saw that, that should be like ringing alarm bells to you. Oh, thank goodness you're safe, Amaterasu. Hey, babe, what are you doing here? And how come you didn't tell us about the monster? Isun, seriously, I think you've been staring at her two friends for very long. So much that you can't even pay attention. I mean, her cleavage is in the portrait, so we can't really do anything. Take that back. Ami gets kind of sensitive about her flaws. By the way, if you, so the foxtrots went there. By the way, if you tackle her, she actually says, Isun actually says some funny lines. We'll see it, like, after this conversation, but it made me kind of laugh a little. Oh, the wonders of nature. A deep valley between two lofty peaks. Anyway, we finally made it so the mallet's still bouncing. I was pretty surprised that the mallet wasn't bouncing at all on Rao's place. But apparently this mallet right over here is actually wanting to lead us to the king's palace. If you have noticed, that's where we found the prayer slips. And there was a bit of... Oh, but first, this is a chest that I missed. Actually, I kind of forgot about it. Hey, we got a crystal. Not too bad. You can sell that shit, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna get a lot of crystals later. But for now, make sure you buy everything, because you're not gonna be leaving an upcoming dungeon for a little bit. And this is a pretty unique one too, because, well, you'll see. Anyway, we lead them back to the prayer slips, where there was a bit of a hole inside of a wall. And the mallet was actually trying to lead us here. I'm gonna sell you to some merchant and... Hey, wait! Check it out, Ami. Isn't that the place where the swelling mist is coming from? Okay, so now we have to deal with the mallet. So the lucky mallet in Japanese history can shrink people. It can go, well, people usually hit it, well, hit it on people's heads in order to shrink people. It's not used for malicious purposes, I hear, and it actually relates to Isun's backstory in, well, Japanese mythology. I'll discuss that once we actually enter inside this. So, the mallet, I love this actually. Come on and work your magic on Furball here. Ready to get hammered? I love that so much. So the mallet here will actually shrink us into this little tiny sized hole. Fun fact about this hole actually. Oh, no, not the hole, the mallet. They were originally going to plan that this mallet is going to hit Ami. But no, it's gonna act like it's gonna sprinkle some dust. Well, it looks like it's gonna whack you, but it's gonna sprinkle some dust and, well, make us smaller. It almost seems sentient in a way. So anyway, we're gonna enter a unique dungeon. We're going to enter the palace the size of a dust bunny. Oh yeah, it looks, this is really surreal. Like, you can look around in the environment and goddamn, anything can kill you at this state. You should see the look on your face. A few shakes of a lucky mallet reduces things to my size. It's not for clobbering people or anything, silly. Boy, I'll never get tired of messing with your head. And what do you know? I don't know what he's doing. Huh? What's gotten into you? You forgot what I look like already? Alright, now, come on. If the voice didn't tick you off, he's actually not a bug. He's actually an actual human being. Well, not really a human being. Isun the Wandering Artist, who can slice shit up. So he's not just comic relief. He actually is badass. Wandering Artist Isun, times 1,000. I freaking love that. It's like for those who don't know, it's a microscope. It's a microscope joke. You switch lens in order to, like, look at things a lot more harder. Well, magnify things a lot more harder. Okay, so Isun, I actually haven't talked about his not his mechanic. What he's based off of. He's based off of Isun Boshi. Isun Boshi, Isun Yoshi, something like that. I'll make a bit of a caption in order to make note of that. Fingers! But Isun right here, oh, but first we have to talk about his mechanic. Just like Rao, it involves him grabbing stuff, or dealing with stuff. So he's here to help you when you really need it. See that chest wrapped in chains right over there? If you guide me over it with your celestial brush, I'll grab it. Because you certainly can't break any chains. He's a master picklock, and he just gives us a holy bond. So yeah, nothing can stand up to him or his sword Denkomaru. Oh yeah, he also says that you don't launch him into monsters. Launch him into monsters, cause sometimes he steals stuff from you. Steals stuff from the monsters too. Oh, and yeah, that gets pretty threatening too. So Isun Boshi, Isun Yoshi, whatever. Isun Boshi was a child. Basically, an old couple prayed to the gods and wanted to have a child. They want to have, like, any sort of child that, well, what they really want and all that. They wanted a child, no matter what size or shape it took, she, and it came in a form of Isun. Isun came in no bigger than a thumb, actually, which is kind of sad. But that's what, you know what, the old couple is still happy, because they wanted that child. And Isun realized he didn't really fit in with the crowd, sadly. He had a sword, which was an actual needle. He had a hat, which was basically part of a leaf, I think. And yeah, he wasn't really fitting in with other people. That is until he found a mallet, a magic mallet, where he heard tales where it can grow people. And, well, he grew up and lived happily ever after, and yeah. So yeah, Isun, that's freaking rude. People who are freaking rude. I can't even talk anymore. This sore throat's killing me right now. Anyway, we got ourselves a godly charm. Godly charms always work. You probably noticed that spider that was up there. That was known as a blocking spider. Thankfully, it wasn't really. Thankfully, those guys weren't really doing any harm to us, I guess. But first, we have a new enemy right here. We have the Thunder Doom Mirror. This is a rare enemy, and we've already met the Thunder Ears already. They are basically the rare versions, which basically give more demon fangs, and I think they deal more damage. Ow. Thunder Doom Mirrors, the thunder can be blown away with Gale Force. Thank goodness. Other than that, they'll also spin around. They're just like any other wheels, basically. I think we've already met the Ice and Fire Doom Mirror, but I'm not too sure. But they're exactly the same. So use Power Slash as its flow finisher, and you get 2 Demon Fangs. Not bad. And okay, shut up with the time and the damage. It wasn't my fault. So another blocking spider is up there, and for some reason there's a golden gate. You can slash in the environment, just as usual. And what do you know? We have things that are going to be stepping on us. This guy is such a jerk. He will use his feet in order to aim at you. Yeah, he's a bit of a jerk. He'll use his feet in order to aim at you, and it'll stop you. You can use him as a makeshift platform to get up there. Fun fact, you can use Isun to actually draw a line from him to the key up there, and he can grab it for you. It's pretty surprising. I actually didn't know that until much later. All right, now we get on the guy's foot. Jesus Christ, he probably hasn't washed in like 3 years. Anyway, we got Cherry Bomb, right? Cherry Bomb Crack. Just to make sure, there are no stray beads, there are no sun fragments, there are only items right here. So you don't, and there's gonna be a lot of prey, so make sure you don't pass this opportunity, because we're not gonna be shrunken down like this ever again. Trust me, we aren't. Alright, so the broom will basically be homing onto you, so there's no point in like going around him for now. Come on. Anyway, another crack right in here. I wonder why the first crack wasn't like opening up immediately from the cherry bomb. I guess it's just coding, I guess. Anyway, I really hate this. The camera really fucks you over. You probably noticed that I was like hanging around in the first treasure area for a while. Yeah, it's because the camera snaps back and I was holding up, and then when it snapped back to showing the entrance. Yeah. Anyway, let's hurry up and head over to break that demon gate. But first, this lady right here. Huh? Are you mallet bearers? It's hard to see from here. Mallet bearers? What the heck are you talking about? Oh, who are you? Oh, just a couple of passers-by. It's passerbys, not passers-by. Are you that girl we heard crying before? Sounds kind of fake if you ask me. Wow, what a rude little shit. You're not some no-good monster trying to trick us, are you? Notice the green ears on the top of this lady's head. I came to Sei-an City to sell some bamboo. So you probably already guessed, this girl is Mr. Bamboo's granddaughter. Yep. Thank you for stating what I've already stated. You know my grandfather? He raised me back in Kusa Village. My name is Kaguya. And Kaguya, Moonlight Beauty. As you can no doubt tell from the ears. Now I really like her design. It's so out there. Plus, if you guys watch Naruto or you guys know about the mythos up poor Ami. You staring like that too. Well, the weird part is that Isun actually snapped out of it more faster than Ami. Kaguya, I'll explain her origins later, because if I explain it now, I'll be spoiling it. But Kaguya, if you watch Naruto, is a moon, relates to the moon. And it's very, the design of it is also very weird, because her neck and her body has like some sort of bamboo suit on. It's kind of weird, yet it's actually it actually follows the bamboo aesthetic very well. And it's pretty cool, actually. The great Amaterasu, yada yada yada. Now just sit back and relax, we got it covered. Let's go, my partner in crime, Ami. You shall be the black guy, and I shall be the Jackie Chan. Alright, that is it for this part of Okami HD. We will see you guys next time, where we will finally progress through the small stages of life. Is Get Real Glory, I shall return. See you guys then.